Hello guys, welcome to my home Standard de Liège. Welcome to Tema Vision. I'm Dennis ECKERT AYENSA. I'm Dennis ECKERT AYENSA. I'm a professional football player for Standard de Liège, and this is my home. Probably my father. I grew up just with a ball, and my dad always played with us. I have two older brothers, so we always played together, and yeah, it was like something that was just part of my life, and I always thought, okay, I just love the game, and that's why I never thought about why would I not play it. So yeah, I started playing then in a team, and I was one of the best, so a better team called me, and this is how all started. Good question. So I just now, like a few weeks, I talked about this with my wife, and I just said, if I have to invest now what I had to invest as a young, like 12, 10 years old boy, I didn't know how I did it. Like if I think back, waking up at 6 in the morning, driving 1.5 hours to school, to then go training, and then coming home at 10 in the night. It was normal for me. I didn't care, but yeah, I just did it of the love of football. I just wanted to play football on the highest level, and this is how it all started. And yeah, but just great memories when I think back about my youth with all the tournaments, driving to different countries to play football. It's just, yeah, beautiful memories. So I would say that I already had to handle pressure and professional football when I went to Köln. It was with like 10, 11 years old, because it was like, if you don't perform on the end of the year, they will sack you. So you will not play anymore for this team. So I already had like this, okay, if I want to stay here, I have to perform, I have to play good. Otherwise, they will get another kid. So there I learned that you have to work hard and you have to perform to get what you want. And this, I think, is something what I took over to my person who I am now. That if you don't work hard, if you don't feel a pressure about what you do, you can't make it to the top. And of course, then in Mönchengladbach, it was different, because I was older, and then it was more about, okay, can you make the step from a good youth player to a good professional player? And the transition is very difficult, and not everybody can make it. This is the part where the most young kids will not make it. But if you can come through that, the rest after is easier, I would say. Yeah, so I was I think 18, 19 years old, and I had my first senior year at Mönchengladbach, and I knew, okay, it's always when you come from the team where you played in the youth and you come to the first team, it's always a little bit more difficult to make it through. Why? Because you will always be the young youth player. So, and back then it was not so easy as today, I would say, because now the clubs see, okay, you can let a young player with 17, 18 play a few matches, and they can make a lot of money with these players. So now it's more easy to get through that system to the first team, but back then it was not like that. So I knew, okay, if I want to be a professional football player on the highest level, I have to get the next step. So I choose to go to Spain, to Vigo. First of all, my mother is also from Spain, so she's also from that city. So it was not so difficult for me, because I went there a lot in vacations and all that. So I knew the environment a little bit, and that helped me a lot. I went there with the professional contract, but I should start with the second team. They played third Spanish division, what was a good level. So yeah, I went there, and after a few weeks, the coach of the first team came and said, Dennis, you're too good for the second team. I want you to have me in the first team training. You play with the second team and train with me. And there I knew, because you go up with the first team, you train with them, and you just feel, okay, you can score goals. You're not like worse than them. Of course, you have not the experience, but you can train with them. You have the same level. They accept you. That's where I knew, okay, Dennis, if you focus on that, you can make it. Yeah, a lot. Spanish is obviously a very technical place where every touch has to be perfect. Every game is very, very difficult to play because you have not a lot of rooms. The teams are very sharp in the defense. And then I went to Holland, what was like so different because they just attack. They don't care about the defending. So it was strange. And I think Belgium is a little bit a mix of it. You have a lot of offensive football. You have some mistakes, so a lot of transitions, a lot of physical. But you also have the technical players, maybe not on their peak because they're still young. But you see it that so many players from Belgium go to the big clubs in Europe and succeed. So I took from every country a little something, but I also knew that when I was young, I always want to know different cultures and I want to combine it with football. So I'm really glad that I already saw a few countries, I wouldn't change a thing. So when I was in Spain, obviously I made my debut. I played with the first team, but I was not playing every week 90 minutes. So I knew, okay, I'm here, but I'm not yet a full professional player who's like important for the team, scoring the important goals. So I think the step in Germany was important for me, but I think when I really thought, okay, because this was my ambition to play first division, to play Europe, to play on one of the highest level when I was in Union, and I saw, okay, I can play Europe, I can score goals here. This is where I really said, okay, now I'm in this industry, and I will stay in this industry. It's a very good question, and it was really not always easy for me. Obviously, I got a lot of help from my wife and my family, but I also knew that if you have a job like this, where is it? Because the most of the people, they don't understand what kind of pressure football players have to wanting to play every week, to thinking about the future, knowing that with 35 it will be over, and what then? Investing the money, learning with a young age where to invest the money smart, what you do with your money, and if you don't play, you're doubting that will you be able to live after your career with the money you earned, or also if you don't play, you can't do what you love, and then you also see the different part of the football, that if you don't play, you don't get the same trust anymore from the people in the club. And these were the moments in Union, especially after my injuries and after my setbacks, where I knew, okay, I will have to work with somebody professional. So I also worked like 3 years with a mental coach. And if I would be 18 again, I would directly suggest myself start early, because these people can really, really help you to get faster back in positive mindset, faster back in a good clear head, because this is the most important as a football player. The best player without confidence is the worst player. So and then apart from that, believing in yourself, working hard, and waiting for another chance. And this is what I got here in Standard. Obviously, I did my job also good in Union. I scored my goals. I played in Europe level. But now just happy to be here. So I learned a few things from that period, because I normally would never wanted to go there, because obviously I played first division in Spain. I had some offers from second division in Spain, different smaller countries, first divisions. But back then I worked with a football agent, and I was young. I didn't knew what is a good agent, what is a bad agent. So I just trusted this person. And playing in first division in Spain, having still a contract, and then going back to third division Germany was a big mental moment for me, because obviously when you make it through the first division, you want to stay at the highest level possible, and then going back to third tier in Germany, it was tough. But yeah, like in everything in the life, you should not complain. You just have to take the situation, try to make the best out of it, and that's what I did. I scored a lot of goals, came back on shape, played every week. Every week was important, so I felt that then also other clubs wanted me. I got more attention, and yeah, obviously now I'm happy that I did it because I came back to the level where I wanted to be. So yeah, also for that I'm grateful. So when I was in Spain, it was just going like this, everything. Second team, first team, playing. And then I had my first setback there that I played a game with the first team in the cup, and I had not a good game. I was 20 years old. I just didn't have a good game. What now I would think different about it, but back in this time, it was not normal for me to have a really bad game. I was nervous, losing stupid balls. So I got off in the halftime, and the own fans started whistling at me. And I was like, what is that? So this really did something with me. In training, I was not confident anymore. I didn't want to have the ball so bad. And there I knew, okay, I need professional help. And I took it, and this was maybe one of the best decisions I did, because to handle bad moments on your own will always take more time if you do it with somebody whose work is that. I mean, if you want to get a better football player, you have a coach who helps you. Being a better football player by your own is more difficult, and that's also with the mental part. Yeah, I think it's very important to have people around you who make you better, and who you can trust fully. It's more important to have less people around you, but people that you can fully trust and that will help you, than too many who everybody has his own opinion. And so I think it's very important. I think it's like Union was like, I saw the worst part of football and the best part of football, and I could take so much experience out of that time, like seeing me as a player who gets only injured and don't know what your body is, like why I'm getting injured, and working with somebody through that period, coming back and then being on the best level, being the top striker, scoring every game a goal, and then getting back on a setback and going through that with a better mindset than before, because I went through a difficult moment already before. So I think it was just very important for me to see all the sides of football in such a short period. But obviously also for my head, it was a very tough thing to be the worst, then the best, and then again on a not so good side, because getting injuries and all that. But yeah, it made me a stronger player, a stronger person, and I'm happy that I came through that time. Well, I took from every country where I lived a little something with me, a lot from Spain, because like I said, I grew up in Germany, but then moving to Spain, obviously I have a Spanish part, my mother is Spanish, but really living there, the culture, how people there think about life, knowing people that spend their hard work money, after work they go out, they have a beer or they have a drink to enjoy the life with their friends, and not saving it, and I need to save more. To then going to Holland, where it was very cold, but it was very modern, and I was there in Rotterdam. So yeah, I could take a lot of experience from every part where I lived. And I don't think that it really shaped the personality of me, but I learned a lot, and that I think let me grow a lot. Obviously, of my first appearance in the first Spanish division, you have to imagine I grew up with my parents, and every summer we drove 2 days to Spain, to Vigo, and I spent my whole vacation, my whole life there. And then with 19, when I was there on the pitch for this team, it was just something so special for me, and nobody ever can ever take this from me. Yeah, also that, like I said before, that I had an agent that was not thinking to make the best career out of me. He was thinking to make a short-term money out of me. And if I could go now back in time with the experience I have today, I knew that I would have gone to a different agent, and yeah, decide different in this part, because the agent is a very, very important person in the career of a football player. So the mental part, I think it's part of the game, and I think every player has to find his own way to handle it. There are players that they don't care because they're not so much with his head thinking. And for me, the most sacrifice I did in my career is just the part with my family, that I couldn't see them so often, that I couldn't be on special occasions, weddings, birthdays for my mama, and just had to train my whole life basically. I have birthday on the 9th of January, and always on the 9th of January I'm in the training camp with the football team. So also that my parents can't share this day with me, I think it's also something that is tough, but I will not complain, because the football gave me way more than it took for me, and I know that after my career I will take all the time I lose during my career, I will take it back. Good question. I don't know, man. I would tell to him that do what you love, as long as it makes fun to you, and take a good agent, probably. But no, enjoy the time you have until you're 18 with your family, because after it will be less. So enjoy it the most, and spend as much time with them as you can. That I think I would tell him. Yeah, so the moment I came here, I had different options to go through, but for me it was clear, if I go somewhere in Belgium, it's just Standard, because obviously I knew from the past the stadium, the fans, and it was a no-brainer for me. Such a historical big club, who in Belgium won one of the most titles, and it was just a nice story. They were struggling a little bit, and in my career in that moment I was not struggling, but I knew, okay, I have to take a new adventure. So it was just meant to be. So yeah, I would say it's just a part of the fans, but also the thinking of the club. It's so family-wise, and they're all so strong together. They take care of each other. So this was very important for me, and it was a no-brainer and easy decision. Good question. I think no, because the club don't put some extra pressure on me or something. They asked me if I want to wear it, and I said yes. I think it's a big thanks from them, because they show me the effort I put in. They show it in this way, and now it's just for me to play my football with the number 10, with the number 17. I don't care, but obviously I'm proud that I can wear this number for such a crazy, great, big club. To be honest, I just feel a lot of love. Obviously, last season we had a good regular season, except of the playoff, obviously, and they knew that we are not in the best position, that the team is not the strongest, but they just did everything for us, every game. And I also understand that after the playoff, they were angry at us. We didn't win a game in the playoff, so I can totally understand them. They don't expect like crazy a lot from us. They just expect that after the game the shirt is fully sweated and that you did everything for the club. If you miss a pass, if you miss a control, they don't care. But if you stop running, if you stop fighting, then they will be angry at you because this is not the DNA of Standard. So if a player joins Standard, they just have to know, give everything for the badge and you will be loved. Yeah, obviously my first goal, it was there. I got a long ball and when I saw that the shot goes in, it was just an amazing feeling, the whole crowd, and the first time 30,000 people scream your name, it's just, yeah, it's a moment that I will never forget, and yeah, that's probably one of my most beautiful moments here in Standard. No, just I want to say thank you for all the trust and all the support that they know that the fans had to suffer in the last few months also with us, but that we always felt that they suffer with us and not against us. And yeah, that from the bottom of my heart, I live with my wife here in Liège, and I just feel very happy and so grateful. And yeah, as long as I'm a player of Standard de Liège, and I hope for a long time, I will always give my very best, and I will always be so thankful and grateful what they gave me and also my family here. So what I would just like to say is for all the people that watch this video, that's what I spoke before about, that I had to leave my family very early. So I'm just very thankful for the time that I had when I was a young kid. And I just want to tell that everybody, enjoy the time with your family, enjoy that your mama cooks for you, that your mama annoys you 3 times a day and calls you, that your papa only wants the best for you, even sometimes it's frustrating. But if you don't have them on your side or close to you, you will be very sad. And yeah, for everybody that is watching me right now, I had to suffer a lot without my family, and family is the best on planet. If it's your mom, papa, your wife, or whoever, your brother, enjoy the time and be thankful that they're so close to you.